Hey everyone. Despite the fact that it's been out for nearly a year now, the community is still discovering a whole bunch about Space Marine 2. Here are 14 game mechanics in Space Marine 2 you probably didn't know about. 1. When an enemy becomes incapacitated, doing an additional 20% of their base health and damage will kill them. For example, a minimal difficulty majoris Tyranid has 77 hit points. 20% of that is 15.4, so doing an additional 15 or more damage to them after they are incapacitated will kill them. 2. If an enemy is incapacitated and not killed, they will come to with 20% of their max health remaining. Going back to that same example, a 77 hit point majoris Tyranid will come back with 15 hit points. Dealing that 15 or more hit points of damage to them again will once again incapacitate them. 3. An enemy can only be incapacitated twice. After that, they'll simply die once an additional 20% of their max health damage is dealt to them. So if you're really pissed at one Tyranid, you can embarrass him by dragging his death out as long as you can. 4. Doing damage between an enemy's total hit points and 1.5 times the total hit points will incapacitate them. If you do over 1.5 times their health and damage, you will instantly kill them. For example, majoris Tyranid on average difficulty has 123 hit points. With my current perk selection, my sniper's master-crafted Alpha Last Fusel does 154 headshot damage. This is not enough to insta-kill this majoris. But if I cloak and I do my additional 75% increased damage, this puts my headshot damage at 269.5, which is more than enough to pop his head off instead of putting him into execution. 5. The damage dealt to nearby minoris when killing a majoris is similar to a grenade. The closer the minoris are, the more damage they take. That's why you'll sometimes see some minoris dying immediately and some being incapacitated when you execute a majoris. 6. When executing a majoris enemy to trigger killing the minoris enemies, only the majoris damage and kill will count. There's 0 damage or kill count for the minoris that die nearby. 7. Gun strike damage doesn't count towards damage dealt at all, only kill count. 8. Parrying minoris enemies to kill them also doesn't count towards any damage at all, only kill count. 9. Grenade damage to yourself counts as damage taken, but not damage dealt. 10. After 5 minutes of inactivity, the AI director will kick you out, regardless of having been active or having made any kills already. 11. If you've made any kills after entering the level, the AI director will then start spawning extremis enemies on an intermittent timer. 12. The frequency at which extremis spawn varies quite a bit, but it seems to occur about every 7 minutes, starting on the minimal difficulty, and happens progressively more often per difficulty higher until absolute, which seems to have an average spawn rate of every 3 minutes or so. Something else to note, that on the higher difficulties, an enemy wave spawning does not prevent the extremis from spawning in, but on the earlier difficulties it does. 13. Killing one spore mine to blow up the others does count towards your kills but not damage. 14. You are invulnerable to damage for 5 seconds after being revived. All of these assessments were made personally by me through a series of testing and reloading. If any of these are off in any way, feel free to tell me about it in the comments. I'd love to know more. I hope this helps you be a better gamer, and therefore a better person. May the gods smile on you.